Hello everybody and welcome to my 5 series. This is the top 5 mistakes in a restaurant. And if you watch this video to the end, I want to tell you something very interesting about that TV program Dinner for One. You know this program you have on New Year's Eve on German television every year since 1485? I'm going to tell you something very interesting about that program at the end of this video. Okay, so have a look at these sentences, and in these 5 sentences you have one mistake in every sentence. So the first sentence is, it gives a nice restaurant near here. It gives a nice restaurant near here. Let's go. Where's the mistake? Sentence number 2. You get to the restaurant, you go in, you sit down, and maybe you say to the waiter, could we get some cards and a wine card, please? Could we get some cards and a wine card, please? There's a mistake or 2 mistakes in this question. Okay, then you're thinking about what food to eat, and maybe you say to your colleague or client or business partner, you say, yeah, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat flesh. Or I don't eat cow or pig meat, or I don't eat fishes. Where are the mistakes in the sentence? And also another clue here, it's actually more than 5 mistakes, but it's a similar mistake. There's more than one mistake in this sentence, or in these sentences. The 4th one is, when you're ready to order and you say to the waiter, I take the rice please. I take the rice please. And then at the end, when you want to pay and you're with your client or your business partner or colleague, and you say, no, I invite you. Okay, which is, I've gone to lunch with more than a few German people and friends and colleagues, and they very kindly say this to me, oh no, I invite you, which I love, I think is great, thank you very much for doing it, but this is not correct. You don't say I invite you. Okay, so I'll give you another few seconds to look at them and maybe think about where the mistakes are. Okay, so let's have a look at the sentence. The first one is, it gives a nice restaurant near here. I think a lot of German people say it thinking es gibt ein tolles Restaurant in der Nähe, or let's go to this, great restaurant. How do you say es gibt? It's not actually it gives. This is not correct. We say there is. There is a nice restaurant near here, or there's. And if it's more than one restaurant, you can say there are. So there is, or together, there's. And the plural of that is there are. So this would be if you want to say there are some nice restaurants, in plural, near here. The second question, as I said, has 2 small mistakes in it. When you're in the restaurant and you want to see what they have, you say, could we get not some cards, some menus. So Speisekarte is a menu, and the Weinkarte is a wine list. Not a wine menu, a wine list. So you'd say, could we get some menus and a wine list, please? Okay, here in the 3rd one, I don't eat, or I love eating, you wouldn't say flesh, you would say meat. You say, I don't eat meat, I'm a vegetarian, or I love meat, but you wouldn't say I love flesh, because flesh is actually this. Flesh is between your skin and the bones. That's flesh. So, and also for an animal, that's that part of the animal between the skin and the bones is flesh. Or in a literary sense, if you read in a book, the pleasures of the flesh, that actually means physical pleasures, like the physical pleasures of the body, like eating or sex. So I don't know if you want to say that to your client. Maybe it's not appropriate to say, I love eating flesh. They may get the wrong idea of what you want to say. Here, I don't eat cow or pig meat is of course a mistake. It's beef and pork. So cow meat is beef and pig meat is pork. And then there is no plural form of fish, so we just say fish. And it's the same, fish, live fish, swimming somewhere is fish, one fish, two fish, and also what people eat is fish. So I don't eat fish, I'm a vegetarian. The fourth one is when you're ordering to the waiter, you don't say I take the rice please, you say I'll have. So first of all, this is I'll. So I will, or the contracted form, I'll. And not I'll take, but I'll have. So you say I'll have the soup as a starter, or as a main course, I'll have the rice please. And then the last one, I invite you. This you can say in different ways. You can say it's on me, or you can say I'll get this, you got the last one, I'll get this, or you can say, no, please let me pay. If the other person's taking out money, you can say no, please let me pay. Okay, so for this one, I invite you, you wouldn't say. You would say it's on me, or you'll say I'll get this. You say I'll get this, you got the last one, so you paid for the last one. Or you would say, no, please, let me get this, or you could also say, let me pay. Or another thing people say is, it's my treat. So, yeah, I hope these tips help you, and I hope that in your next business lunch you'll be able to say these things correctly and impress your British or American colleague with your wonderful English. And what I wanted to tell you about Dinner for One, this very interesting fact about Dinner for One, is, it was written by a British playwright. It was written for the theatre, I think in the 1920s or the 1930s. But now, in Britain and in the US or in Ireland, nobody knows what Dinner for One is. Like, Dinner for One is a German phenomena. It was made by German television, I think in the 1960s. You would probably know better than I do. And of course, as you know, it's on every year on New Year's Eve in Germany, and it's hugely popular. But if you say it to an Irish person or a British person or somebody from the US, they probably won't know what you're talking about. We don't know what Dinner for One is, unless of course you live in Germany, and then you do know it. So thanks for watching the video. Same procedure as last video. If you like it, hit the like button, share it, spread the word, and come back soon and watch more videos. Thanks a lot. If you like this video tip, click here to get more information about our seminars and courses.